Which of the following statement reflects the chief purpose of constitution of the country? It determines remember to look at which of the following reflects the chief purpose मतलब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का क्या मेन पर्पस है सिक्योर सोशल जस्टिस डिफाइन लिमिट एंड पावर टू द गवर्नमेंट देखो कि सोशल जस्टिस एंड इक्वालिटी इनइक्वालिटी सोशल सिक्योरिटी ये अलग चीज है इट इनेबल क्रिएशन ऑफ पॉलिटिकल ऑफिस इन गवर्नमेंट ये भी गलत है इट डिटरमाइन द ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर द मेकिंग नेसेसरी लॉ ऑप्शन बी ठीक लग रहा है ना ऑप्शन बी इज राइट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल गवर्नमेंट मीन a representative government, a nation with federal structure. Federal structure डाल दिया. Government head enjoy nominal power. Government head enjoy real power. Government limit देखो define the limit of power of government. देखो ये वो कर दिया ये repeat कर दिया. Which of the following reflect the most appropriate relationship between law and liberty? There is no law, there is less liberty. There is no law, there is no liberty. If there is liberty, law has to be made by the people. If law are changed too often, liberty is in danger. ये मेरे ख्याल से ये है 118 का बी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल गवर्नमेंट डेफिनेशन लिमिटेड गवर्नमेंट देखो ये लगातार यूपीएससी रिपीट कर रहा है ना अब इसमें इट इज जनरली डिफिकल्ट टू सॉल्व such conceptual questions using logic alone. To tackle such questions in exam hall, please refer to the point with the section note. Important concept. Definition of state Article 12. State includes not only executive and legislative arm at union and state level, but also local and the statutory authorities, non-statutory authorities like LIC or NGC also. Constitutionalism. Constitutionalism. A country may have a constitution, but not constitutionalism. Constitutional means limited government governed by the law, not arbitrary rule. If power is given to if power is given by the constitution. Constitutional government. A constitutional government means more than one governed by a constitution. A constitutional government means more than one. Constitutional government which means more than one governed a government which means one governed by a constitution. It means government limited by it, not by the mere will those in power. Carl Frederick Weber constitutionalism. Carl Frederick Weber constitutionalism.
अरे मुझसे आप क्या बोल रहे हो ना आज उसका नहीं देखूँगा कुछ भी क्यों इतना गुस्सा हो रहा है आज से मैं कुछ नहीं देखूँगा
Rule of deity, absence of arbitrary power, punishment only as per law. नहीं आए पापा. Equality before law, primacy of individual rights. Popular sovereignty lies with the people of India. Constitutional derived authority from people of we the people of India. We the people clearly declare constitutional morality. Constitutional morality. adherence not just to letter of constitution but also underlying spirit, values and democratic ethos. Collective responsibility. Collective the Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. If Lok Sabha pass no confidence motion, तो पता ही है. Judicial independence, structural provision, secured through appointment in consultation with judiciary, fixed tenure, service condition, prohibition on parliamentary discussion and of conduct, and not votable charge on conservative, not votable votable charges on consolidated fund, judicial review and parliamentary sovereignty. India is a synthesis of British principle of parliamentary supremacy and the American principle of judicial review. The parliament is not supreme. Its law can be invalidated. Integrated judiciary. India has a single judiciary enforcing by central and state law. Supreme Court is at the top, followed by High Court and subordinate courts. Directive principle and fundamental right relationship. DPSP are non-justiciable but guide state policy. Yet, in certain cases, like Article 31C, law implementing DPSP override fundamental rights. Constituent and legislative power. Amending the Constitution, Article 368, Part 20. लिख लेता हूँ ना. 20 is different from ordinary law. Constituent power is special and not unlimited due to basic structure doctrine. Separation of power. Montague doctrine. Power must not be concentrated in one organ to prevent despotism. Legislative, executive and judicial power must reside separate, interdependent organ ensure liberty. Check and balances arise from separation of power, ensure that no organ of government become autocratic. Each check the other to maintain accountability within sphere. Basic structure doctrine. Parliament's amending power under Article 368 is limited. It cannot alter or destroy features like judicial review, secularism, federalism, parliamentary democracy. These form the basic structure. Limited amending power. Parliament being a limited amending power. Parliament being a done of limited amending power under Article 368 cannot expand the power to absolute one. The Constitution limits even constituent power. Judicial supremacy versus Parliament sovereignty. India adopts a synthesis. Parliament is supreme law making, but its laws are subjected to judicial review. Neither is absolutely supreme. Sovereignty in Parliament. UK versus India. UK Parliament is truly sovereign. It can change any law, even constitutional law, with no judicial review. Indian Parliament is limited by written constitution, fundamental rights and judiciary. Republican. India is a republic. The head of state is elected, not hereditary. It reflects popular control over the highest office and contrast with monarchies. Quasi-federal nature of Indian Constitution. Indian federalism was not formed by a state entering into agreement. Article 1. Union of State. States have no right to cede. Center is strong, reflecting unitary basis. Union of State. Conceptual significance. Unlike classic federation, Indian states derive authority from constitution, not from compact. The federalism is undistractable. Center can recognize state under Article 3. Due process versus procedure established by law. US had US has due process substantive 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 fairness. India has procedure established by law, initially formal, thought now expanded, include substantive element. Post Menka Gandhi case 1978. Fusion and versus separation of power. Parliamentary versus presidential. Parliamentary system. UK India has fusion. Executive emerged with legislature. Presidential system maintain strict separation, executive independence of legislature. Constitution as a supreme law. Constitution is above all institution, all law, rules, functions derive their legitimacy from Constitution. No organ can act beyond constitutional bond. Concept of judicial review. Court, especially High Court, Supreme Court, can strike down any law or executive action that violates the Constitution. Judicial review is a part of basic structure. Constitutional identity. The Constitution reflects the collective identity, value, and aspiration of the political community. It is both a legal and philosophical foundation for the state. Liberty, equality, fraternity, as a trinity. Liberty cannot be divorced from equality, nor either from fraternity. Liberty without equality leads to dominance of few. Equality without liberty kills individual initiative. All three must work together for true democracy. Justice, social, economic, political. Social justice means equal treatment without distinction. Economic justice aims to eliminate inequality in wealth and status. Political justice ensures equal voice and rights in governance. Together they define distributive justice. Fraternity means brotherhood and is essential for unity and dignity. Indian Constitution fosters it through single citizenship and fundamental duties like promoting harmony across state, religion, and language. Equality, three dimensions: civil, legal equality, secularism, Indian interpretation. Indian secularism means equal respect and freedom for all religions. The state remains neutral but not irreligious, ensuring protection without interference, without preference. Preamble as an identity card of Constitution. ये तो पता ही है. Aim, value and philosophy of Constitution. It captures the essence of Indian legal and moral commitment. DPSP as an instrument of instruction. Ambedkar described as akin to British era instruction to colonial governors. Now the purpose is democratic government. Moral sanction behind directive principle. Through non-justifiable, they are declared fundamental in governance and derive force from public opinion and political accountability. Balance between fundamental right and DPSP. Mill case emphasizes that harmony between fundamental right and DPSP is an essential feature of the Constitution basic structure. Combination of social and economic justice ensuring fair distribution of resources and removal of structural inequality. Concept of welfare state and police state. DPSP steer India away from colonial police state mindset. Focus on control towards welfare or inclusive state. Equality before law and equal protection of law. Equality before law. British is negative, no special privilege. Equal protection law equal protection is positive. Similar treatment puts in place to the individual. Social democracy is the foundation of political democracy. Ambedkar warned that without social democracy based on liberty, equality, fraternity, political democracy will not survive. Liberty qualified, not exclude. Democracy in context of social and democracy and liberty, equality, fraternity, freedom, equality, dimension, fraternity means brotherhood, essential unity and dignity. In constitution fosters single citizenship, fundamental duties like promoting harmony and across caste, religion and language, three dimension, civil, ठीक In India, which of the following constitutional amendment has widely believed to enacted overcome judicial interpretation of fundamental right? 42nd Amendment. In India, which of the following constitutional amendment was widely believed to be enacted overcome the 44th Amendment to the Constitution of India introduced article placing the election of Prime Minister beyond judicial review. गलत है. The Supreme Court of India struck down B. 45 Article 301 pertain right to property. Right to property is a legal right but not a fundamental right. ठीक है. Article 300A was inserted in the Constitution of India by Congress Government Act Center. The 42nd Amendment to the Constitution is notable because it is primacy fundamental right over DPSP. Primacy DPSP over fundamental right. 52 को भी ठीक है. The first constitutional amendment was enacted primary override judicial interpretation that had restricted the state ability to impose reasonable restriction on fundamental rights, especially Article 19(1)(a) freedom of speech, Article 31 right to property. This question has been deleted by UPSC because in this given context, the 42nd Amendment can also be the correct answer. First Amendment 1951 added reasonable restriction 19(1) as a freedom of speech. Reasonable restriction 19(1) freedom of speech inserted Article 3A and Article 3B introduced 9th schedule protect land reform. कितना मस्त है. ठीक है. इसको रीजनेबल रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऐड करी आर्टिकल 31A एंड आर्टिकल 31B एंड 9th शेड्यूल. ये चीज़ें ऐड करी आर्टिकल 1 में. तो अमेंडमेंट 1 में 7th अमेंडमेंट 1956 इम्प्लीमेंटेड रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ स्टेट रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन कमीशन अबॉलिशन. ये तो मुझे पता ही है. Abolition classified Part A, B, C, D, introduced by UP. 24 Amendment Act 1971 affirmed Parliament power to amend any part of Constitution, including affirmed Parliament to amend any part of Constitution, including fundamental right, made President essence mandatory. 24 Amendment है ना, amend any part of Constitution. ठीक है, ये था 24वां. पहले में 9 शेड्यूल जोड़ा गया, आर्टिकल 31B 31C जोड़ा गया, देन आपका इंटर और रीजनेबल रिस्ट्रिक्शन जोड़ा गया 19(1)A पर. 25th अमेंडमेंट इंसर्टेड आर्टिकल 33C law implementing article 39B and C are immune for challenge under article 14 and 19. ठीक है, ये जोड़ा गया. 26th Amendment Act 1971 abolished privy purse, reorganized, decolonized former ruler. First Amendment Act 1952 increased Lok Sabha seat due to population growth. 31st Amendment 1972 increased Lok Sabha seat from 525 to 545 due to population growth. 36th Amendment Act 1975 made Sikkim से रिलेटेड कौन सा है 36 से. 38th Amendment Act 1975 made president final and non-justiciable, made president satisfaction under emergency, non-judicial review, non-justiciable. 39th Amendment 1975 placed election president, vice president, prime minister beyond the judicial scrutiny. Reserved Indira Gandhi case. 42nd Amendment 1976 in any constitution added words socialist, secular, integrity to the preamble, inserted part of 4A fundamental duties, weakened judiciary, expand DPS, restricted judicial review. 44 Amendment Act 1978 reversed the 42nd Amendment, right to property, removed the fundamental right, made Article 20 and 21 non-suspendable even during emergency. 52nd Amendment 1985 introduced anti-defection law. 61 Amendment 1989 reduced voting age from 21 to 18. 69 Amendment 1991 give special status to Delhi as a national capital territory, created legislative assembly and council of ministers for Delhi. 71 Amendment 1992 include Konkani, Manipuri, Nepali. Into 8th schedule. 72 Amendment Part 9 11 schedule. Page 74 Amendment 1992 Constitutional status to urban local bodies, inserted Part 9A. 73 allows 69 reservation in Tamil Nadu, placing 69 schedule. 26 elementary education చేసి చాలు వచ్చే limited council of ministers is disqualified defectors from ये है ना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के ये बताया 99 NJC ये बताया implementing Bangladesh GST reservation thank you. Consider the following organization body: the National Commission for Backward Class, National Human Rights Commission, National Law Commission, National Consumer Dispute. Only one. The no adjournment beyond a month. Consumer Affairs Ministry tells panel. It is generally difficult to solve such factual questions using logic alone. To tackle such questions in exam hall, please refer to the point of Vidya Shastra. Note section. The National Commission for Backward Class is a constitutional body by 102 Constitutional Amendment Act 2018, which added Article 338B. National Human Rights Commission is a statutory body created the Protection of Human Rights Act by 1993. National Law Commission is neither constitutionally nor statutory body. It is an executive body constituted by the government to form time to time. National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission is a statutory body set up under Consumer Protection Act 1986. Part 14 of Indian Constitution, Article 315 से 323 तक Constitutional Status. Independent constitutional body under Article 315, Central Recruiting Agency of All India Central Service. Composition: Chairman, other member, number decided by President. 50% must held government office. 50% must have held government office for at least 10 years. Composition: appointment tenure of President, tenure 6 years until 65, whichever is earlier. Resignation to the President, removal by the President on the ground of misbehavior. Also for insolvency, affirmative of mind and body outside paid employment suspend during exchange body. UPSC आर्टिकल 14 वो पार्ट 14 में है बॉडी है independent safeguard removal through only constitutional procedure. Condition of service cannot be altered to disadvantage. Expense charge on consolidated fund of India post retirement restriction. Chairman is ineligible for further any government office. Member eligible only UPSC chairman and SPSC chairman. Foundation, Article 320, conduct exam for all India and Central Service. Recruitment of Central Service Force. Advises on method of recruitment and appointment, promotion, transfer, disciplinary matter, legal cost, reimbursement, inquiry pension, made referred by the President. Assist state if requested and approved by the President. Cannot be assigned additional functions by Parliament. Can be assigned additional functions by Parliament. Nature of advice. Advisory council, not binding. Advisory only non-consultation. Non-consultation does not invalidate decision. Section by UPSC does not does not guarantee appointment. Section of UPSC does not guarantee appointment. Exemption from consultation. Reservation of SC, OBC, constitution claim SC, employee temporary. Officiating appointment 1 year. Annual report, committee president, supplementary report before permanent re-examination. For non-accepted or device. Under established article bill appointment and term, article that are removal and suspension, article Hara service and condition, determined limitation, article 320, function, article 321, extension of function, article 322, extension, article 323 report, state service commission. ये पार्ट 14 नहीं है क्या? ये पार्ट 14 नहीं है. The constitutional status interdependent constitutional body in the independent constitutional body which state has own SPC, imposition chairman, other member appointed by government, strength of 650,000 members has held government office, appointment and tenure appointed by government any official in relation to governor, acting chairman appointed by governor and chairman post president. When chairman is temporarily unable to perform duties, there is removal only by president, not governor, and same ground is UPSC. Insolvency is paid. This way we define if a member is involved. If member is involved in any government contract agreement, gain benefit from such contract, expect common shareholder, independent safeguard, removal by the president under constitutional procedure, condition of service decided by the governor, cannot be varied. Expenses, salary, pension, staff charges on state conservative fund, post retirement protection trust, chairman eligible only for UPSC and state chairman can become a member of UPSC. Eligible for UPSC state chairman or membership only. No government employed allowed. No reappointment to the same office. Function Article 320 conduct exam for state service. Advise method of requirement, appointment, promotion, transfer, disciplinary matter, legal expenses, reimbursement, pension for injury, service matter referred by governor. Additional function may be assigned by state legislature. Nature advisory only, not binding on government. Non-consultation does not invalidate invalidated decision. Section UPSC SPSC does not guarantee appointment. Exemption from consultation, reservation in SC, SC, OBC, consider claim temporary education appointment. Any other post service matter executed by government via regulation. Such regulations are laid before state legislature for 14 days. Annual report on effective governance places the state legislature will be examination for non-acceptance of advice. Watchdog of merit system in state concerned with recruitment, promotion and disciplinary matter. Not concerned with classification, pay, cadre or training. Handled by the Department of Personnel, General Admin Department. Recommendations are advisory. State Police Service Commission as over State Vigilance Commission in case of conflict. Strict public commission is functioned by the governor by framing rule appointment to judicial service of the state other than court of district judge. Finance Commission, Article 280, Part 12, 14 पढ़ लिया, 12 पढ़ लिया, 20 पढ़ लिया।
नाइन पढ़ लिया, नाइन नाइन एट पढ़ लिया, नाइन एट पढ़ लिया।
Article 280, Part 12 of Constitution. Constitutional status. Constitutional and quasi-judicial body under Article 280 constituted by President of India every 5 years or earlier as necessary. Composition chairman plus 4 members appointed by President. Tenure specified by President eligible for reappointment. Qualification under Finance Commission Act 1961. Chairman must have experience in public affairs. Number any four of the following and any four high court judge are qualified to be expert in finance and account of government, a person with wide experience in financial matter and administration, economics with